All the data that you're about to see in this video is completely fake. It's sample data that I use so the application looks real, but the data is completely fake. This is the Sitting Room. It's a software that I created 16 years ago for a furniture store in South Carolina. They use this software to manage their entire business. And 3 days ago, I decided to take that old legacy software and convert it to a modern web application using Claude Code. And I just want to say it looks old school. I did that on purpose. This is the new version. I wanted to keep the original early 2000s look and feel. So keep that in mind. And the way I did it is I created a Claude skill that understood the code base and generated a migration plan. So about 7 documents detailing all the different steps that we would need to take to complete the migration. And then Claude asked me if I wanted to give the plan to my developers. And I said, no, I'm giving the plan to you. So go and execute it. It ran for a while and it created the scaffold. It created all the screens. It created the basic CRUD. And then yesterday I went over all the screens and started refining everything, making sure everything is working the way it should. And yeah, that's where we are now. So it's a typical sales system with clients, sales, products, purchase orders, vendors, quotes, and reports. And it has some AI capabilities on top, which is what I want to show. This is all basic, software. And the reports, this was pretty impressive because after I didn't create the reports on the first go. I created all the different tabs, and then I worked with Claude on defining a set of standard reports, and it one-shotted this entire section. So I was pretty impressed by that because it basically understood the data model and the functionality of the application and the business, and it created all the standard reports that you would get in any type of software like this. So that was pretty cool. And now I'm going to show the part that I'm more excited about, which is the AI integration. So the idea is that we want this application to be AI first, so the users can interact with it through just natural language. And this is a web version. Imagine this on the phone where you can go and you can say, hey, I spoke to Mr. Blackwell, and he said that he was very happy with his last order. And he wanted to know if we have other items that we would recommend to him. But I don't remember what he ordered. Can you help me out? So I'm using here a local whisper model. So it's embedded in the browser, and it's doing the transcription. And then we're passing that to Google Gemini. And Google Gemini has a cache of my database schema, so it knows all my tables and my views. And then what it's doing, it's creating all the queries that it needs to answer the questions. And then my application executes the queries and then passes the data back to Gemini so it can complete the answer. So here it's saying, hey, I looked up the purchase history for Lawrence Blackwell. Based on his orders, he purchased several items that suggest a preference for high-quality materials like marble, leather, and solid wood. These are the last orders, and the recommendations are a marble cheeseboard and an oak coat rack. So it's looking at inventory and trying to figure out what matches. It's giving me some reasoning for suggesting these items. And I'm going to say, well, why am I typing? Okay, that sounds good. Let's create a quote and let's apply a 5% discount on the cheese board and 10% discount on that coat rack, which we had it for a while in our inventory. Okay, so now Gemini understood the intent. It went ahead and it created a quote, number 683, and it added 2 items with the discounts that I asked for. So if you click on that, then you see here's the quote details and the 2 items are in there. The discounts have been applied. And it's all working really nice. The next thing I want to do is to implement the send mail function. So then from the chat, I can say, that sounds good, send it by email. Other thing to notice here is that I have implemented a model that speaks back to me, but because I'm recording, it's not working because the audio gets all mixed up. But if you see this little volume control here, that will play the audio back. So it would have spoken to me after this. So imagine this on your phone, you're on the go, you want to know, hey, can you find out who are my best 5 customers from last month? I want to send them a thank you email with a promo code, 10% discount. So let's send that. So again, Gemini has the entire schema, all our views. So it's putting together those queries, pretty simple. It's finding these guys that collectively spent 64,000. Last month, it's not June, so I think the date there is incorrect. So yeah, let's draft a email. Yes, please, let's draft an email that we can send to all of them, thanking them for their business and offering a promo code. So now let's send that. And now it's just gonna write that email and copy it, show it here on the screen. I don't have the email integration yet, but here we go. So a special thank you from the sitting room. Dear customer, we are so grateful for your recent business and we wanted to reach out to you to personally thank you for choosing the sitting room. To show our appreciation, we'd like to offer you 10% of your next purchase, and here's the promo code, and we look forward to seeing you soon. And those are the emails. And yeah, I'm unable to send the notes directly, but that's the thing that I'm working on now, so we can just kind of do all this stuff automatically. So that's where I am. This is day 3 of the build. It's incredible speed and accuracy with the latest model in Claude Code. The planning is fantastic. The documentation that it produces, it's really on point, and the execution, it's almost flawless. Where I really spend a lot of time is on the UI and making sure that all the little things are behaving as they should. So it's just doing the proper QA. So that still takes me time. That's where I spend most of the time. And the rest is, it flows pretty well. So anyway, that's where I am. I hope you like it. This is the sitting room. It's a software to manage a furniture store.